Still completely soaked. Everything is still completely soaked. Morning chat. We just left the hut. Everything on our person is still soaked. And for those who don't know, the huts don't have heat. So our clothes were freezing. The only place to hang them this morning was right next to the back door. So our clothes were like putting on just bricks of ice this morning. It's probably right now at this elevation and with the wind, he said wind chills were in the 20s. So we need to get out of this elevation sooner rather than later since we're still wet. We're going up and over Madison and then we'll be out of the section that's above tree line, thankfully. Yeah, it's freezing. It is freezing. Back in tree line or under tree line, and I've never been so excited to see trees in all my life. I don't know if there's gonna be anything in there. It feels like there might be, but yep. Yeah, they were a little wet. Trying to figure out if my little legs can make that. I might go over there. I don't know. I hate cutting a split between two rocks like that because I'm just scared I'm gonna slip on one of them and just eat it. So I might take the safer route and butt slide down that. I mean, I'm already wet, so it doesn't matter. We'll see. in butt sliding.
Heather's gonna like this bridge.
When the sun comes out, but you got trust issues because you've been wet for the past 3 days, you just leave the pants on, just roll them up. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Mr. Sun. I can feel my hands again, so that's fun. What a frustrating couple of days, man. Ugh. It's like all the work and no reward, no views, no nothing. Just the early stages of hypothermia. Maybe we'll have to come back to the whites one day and try to catch it on a good day. Because even though it looks good right here, when we woke up at the hut this morning and heard the guy giving his spiel about what the conditions were on that, I guess they call it the traverse. That's that part that's completely above tree line and exposed. He was saying how bad it was going to be today. Oh. So, yeah, it's wild how it can look like this so few miles away, and up there is a completely different story. I mean, y'all saw what it looked like this morning. I was just glad we were just quickly going up and over Madison and getting the heck out of there, because that was a miserable way to start the day. It was so cold. So cold. But things are looking better now. For now. Like I said, I got trust issues. Coming up on the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center. I think there's food here. Hopefully there's food here. Oh. Because it is well past lunch and I'm hungry. I just don't know if we'll be able to get through. There's some tape. Oh, never mind. Just on that patio. We're good. Got a little dehumidifier over there running for all of our stuff. This is the pack room. I've disrobed. Wanna go find food? Hold on. Okay. So we made the decision to hop off trail for the evening here at the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center. We're gonna go into Gorham just because the weather forecast looked the same for yesterday and the same for the day before that and the same the day before that. And I think 3 days of being soggy, freezing, and wet is about my limit. Mm-hmm. And we just couldn't, I mean, most importantly, we couldn't go up and over the Wildcats. The time of day it is, there's no way that would have happened. No. So.
Also, we found out today from some of our friends that a dead body was found on the very trail we hiked yesterday. So.
Yeah, we don't know much about it, if it was a hiker or the age of the person, or if it was like a medical emergency, or is it related to the elements. I don't know. I could tell you it was quite cold yesterday. But yeah, we did see a guy out there in jeans with no water, no pack, no poles, just a paper map that I don't even think was laminated. So yeah, it was wild out there yesterday. So we just didn't want to put ourselves in that situation for the third day in a row. I mean, we kind of did this morning when we left, but the third afternoon in a row, we're scrambling to try to get to a place. And yeah, we were gonna shoot for some stealth sites near one of the huts. I forgot the name of it, but thank God for the Madison hut and the work for stay, because that was game changer. They had a stealth site. I mean, because I know in the video yesterday, I was like, I don't know what we would have done. I do know what we would have done. We didn't go into this without a plan, so please don't think that. There's a tent site 0.6 away from Madison hut. It's just, I didn't want to do that because I was soaked to the bone and frozen. So thank God for the hut. The food was delicious. Yeah, so I guess if you've watched other YouTube vloggers, you probably know what the huts are and what the work for stay is, but just in case you don't, the huts will take in, depending on the size, I think most of them just take 2 through hikers in to do work for stay. So you got to come in at earliest at 4 p.m., ask them for work for stay options, and they give you some chores. And you do them, and they give you the leftovers from the guests, which they had plenty of last night, and they were delicious. And they let you sleep in the common area, which is what we did. We slept in between the picnic tables. Yeah, and that was nice to have just a roof over our head. It was still quite chilly because there's no heat in there, but better than having to be in a soggy tent, for sure. So we're waiting on a shuttle. The shuttles were hard to come by this afternoon, so we've been waiting for a little while. We got one coming in about 30 minutes. But I found out that Ben, Alice, and Yaya also hopped off trail, and they're in Gorham now. I was hoping that they would because the weather looked even worse today than it was yesterday. So they hopped off at Washington, and they're in Gorham now. I'm a little jealous that they got there before. But what you're gonna do? Let's steal a sip of this coffee is what I'm gonna do.